Fear I couldn't face. You kept calling me so gently. No breath till you're gone. You never left me. You never changed. Your love kept reaching through all my pain. I'm wrapped in your grace, covered in mercy, held by your love. No matter how far, no matter how lost, you always show me the way. Your light surrounds me, your peace restores me. Forever my heart will say, I'm wrapped in your grace, wrapped in your. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you all. To God be all the glory, waking us up this Monday morning, giving us another day we never seen before, giving us health and strength today. Those of us who was able to wake up and those who was able to get out of their beds today, those of us that are in our right minds, those of us who are breathing, we above and not beneath. We give God thanks. We give God thanks. We give God thanks for all his mercy, favor, and goodness. Before I get started in this conversation, let us go into our Father's prayer real quick. We are at 5 o'clock in the morning while I'm getting ready to get my day going. I'm up early with you this morning, so bear with me. There's a lot of things I wanted to talk about because I haven't spoke about some things with you over the last week. Just been resting and taking it easy. And there's just some things I choose not to discuss right now because I'm very emotional about it and I don't want to get off my square. I don't want to start talking a lot of stuff out of my head and then listen to myself afterwards and it just don't sound like I'm in my right place, in my right mind. So let's go into our Father's prayer before I get started with this conversation. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Lord, give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses. We forgive those who have trespassed against us. Lord, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thou you are the kingdom, the power, and all the glory forever and ever. Amen. Like I was saying to you all, we was talking about this boycott that is supposed to be black people supposed to be on one accord with. But, of course, we're not going to get everybody to get on board with the boycott. And I'm going to tell you why, because there's some that are just so conflicted in their spirit. There are some of them who have no backbone. There are some of them who just think about themselves and they don't think about the harm is causing to they people collectively. Okay, a house divided cannot build, and I keep saying that some of us have gone so far away from the truth of who we really are, and the things about that has happened to us throughout our history here in the United States of America, here in America. It maybe not happen to you because you probably lived in the part of people already went through it for you, but you don't show any homage or you don't show any honor towards it because you're supposed to take time out and remember the fallen, those who fought for you to have the opportunities that you have today in America. Those who fought for your freedom, those who fought for your citizenship, those who died for you to live. That's when we have to always seek and search our heart for the living truth and going through the scriptures of what God has shown you, where God has brought you from, how God has strengthened you through your journey, how the Word of God has given you hope, how the Word of God has helped you through some really difficult moments of your life. And it could have happened to you, but it didn't happen to you, especially when you see what's going on today. I see young people going to their grave today, very young. I see parents burying their children, children being dying, horrendously, and they dying in all kind of, trauma and a lot of domestic violence among young men and women today. Um, Even fathers that are now taking the unborn child and killing them, even while the child is still in the mother's womb. When you hear about all of these wicked things that's starting to come out of the hearts of people and way people are treating other human beings in the flesh, genocide. I mean, black people, black on black crime, the hate that's in people today. Well, anyway, I'm talking about it because it needs to be spoken about. And we do have some problems that are living in the United States of America. And it's been existing in America for a very long time that somebody decided they wanted to bring immigrants here to replace black labor or black jobs or to, try to wipe us off the face of the earth after they felt that we weren't useful to do the work they want us to do anymore for free. So they felt they wanted to bring some more immigrants over here so that they can lower the cost of things. Not the cost of things, but the cheap labor. You know, they cheat themselves because all of this is backfiring. Because why you brought these Chinese people over here knowing doggone well you could have paid the black Americans or the freed slaves laborers, you could have paid all of them for their work. And what did we do? We opened our arms to our foreigners. We welcomed them into our communities. We supported them in their businesses. We helped them to thrive in America. And we made them great in America. Okay? And after we did all we can, and these people start to feel now that they are an American and they now living in America and they now actually living the American dream, they want to show us their true selves. Okay? Now the mask has come off. And this is who they are. A doll made in China that Chinese are using as a stress doll, but made in the image of a black baby doll. Why do it have to be a black baby doll for you to want to make a doll to release stress with? Make that make sense. If you're not trying to throw no racial attacks at black people and you know exactly what you're doing, and it's not like you don't know. And no, I don't forgive you for that because you know better. And of course you should know better. Because if the 200 years and 50 years of America, you Chinese, Asians, or whatever the hell you call yourself, know the history of this country. And it's like, don't say you don't know, because you do know. We have the internet now where you can even go and do your research and hear our stories. But here you want to pause, you want to put in our face, play with us with this doll baby of this black doll baby that you're gonna make that you can use it for stress. But you played your own self in this game. You play wicked games, you're going to win some wicked prizes. Because by you doing that to black Americans, the people who've been the most oppressed, the most disadvantaged, the most taken advantage of, the most mistreated in these United States of America, but still in all, we stay and we fight. And not only just do we stay and we fight for us, but we stand in everybody's fight for all. Okay? And we not doing that no more. Now, every man for himself now. Black America is no longer getting themselves involved in your foreigners. Whatever happens with this administration, getting rid of y'all, I have no sympathy, no empathy, no nothing. I will not be out there marching, or I will not even be putting my voice out there to save any immigrant or any person that came here with such, you know, content and dislike and disrespect for black America. Because if it wasn't for black America, like I said, your businesses would never have thrived. You would have never become successful in America. You would never ever been able to live the American dream if it wasn't for black America. Who used to fill up those movie theaters on Saturdays in the ghetto and go watch movies that were made in Japan like King Kong and Godzilla, and also movies like Bruce Lee, and all mostly a lot of Chinese movies back then, karate, kung fu movies. It was black America that made kung fu, made Chinese people in America be looked at and be accepted. We were the ones who used to go around and buy your little Chinese slippers and your little, vendors at your little stores, corner stores, or whatever you might have, the Chinaman. We helped you thrive. Every time there was an urban look that came out, it was the black America. It was black America that promoted your products, that promoted your work, your stuff. We was the ones who bought it. We was the ones who was out there, you know, bringing you revenue. But now you want to go up in China and you want to make doll babies, distressed doll babies, and you want to use it to disrespect black people. But like I said, it's going to all come crashing down on you in a matter of time, because God allowed this to happen for a reason. God allowed this to happen to get our attention. God allowed this to happen so that we can see you for who you are. And God allowed this to happen for us to start guarding our heart, our minds, and our money. Because black people, we keep feeding our own struggle. The more we keep supporting people that don't respect us, the more we disrespecting ourselves. We have to learn how to hold back, learn how to do a little bit more research and find black businesses, or do a lot more, social interaction. It's time for you to step back into your church, because a lot of people in the church got run their own vendors. They own, I know a lot of them. Okay. And I'm a hat girl. I seen Chinese people selling accessories and bags and hats for church and everything for black people up in Harlem. I was like, why are they the ones in these places selling these kind of hats and bags and things, and they don't go to church like we go to church? Why should we be buying from them instead of them the products that we use from them instead of them buying their own products from their own Asian stores and Asian, which they do have their own little Asian grocers and everything. The farmers market over here up by where I'm at, ain't not one black person working in there. I should call the internals and fears on them. Why isn't no black employees in this farmers market? Only Asians, Indians, I think, and Asians, Indians, and Mexicans. Make that shit make sense. President Trump need to make his trip out here to Wilmington, to Delaware, because I think a lot of them are starting to move over this side of town since he been cleaning up New York and other places like Philadelphia, but they need to come to Delaware. They need to come to Wilmington, Delaware, and just start cleaning house. They need to come to Wilmington, Delaware. They need to do a tour. They need to go to Wilmington, Delaware, Newark, Delaware, and they need to definitely go to Magnolia and over there in Smyrna, because those are the places where mostly all of the farmland is, where you'll find more farm in those places in Delaware. But President Trump need to come to Delaware. That's the way I feel. They need to start coming to Delaware. Like I said, this Asian woman here with this doll baby, this black doll baby. Okay, I just took a screenshot of this. And look how disrespectful they starting to become towards us. Like, this is really going to make them look good. It's making them look really stupid, okay? Because I'm going to tell you right now, President Trump don't care too much for you anyway. Okay? This administration don't give a damn about you Asians. They want you to fuck up on out of here. Okay? Because he already went to China and everything, and they trying to do a deal. They want to buy fucking land here for. What the fuck y'all want to buy land in America for? Stay in your own fucking Chinese country. Stay over there. I'm sick of y'all. I wish all of y'all would just stay in your own country. Don't come back over here. Nothing about you makes you look American. I'm sorry. Nothing about you. Nothing about your culture. No, even when you, I don't care how much education you get over here, you still can't be an American. Because there's something about you just don't fit in. Don't blend. You think you blend. And people need to stay away from all of these damn interracial, biracial, intercultural marriages and shit. Got your kids all fucked up. Now they don't know who they are. It weakens the blood. The blood. That's why I talk as bold as the fuck I do. Because of the simple fact that I'm a full-blooded American. Black American. Because I ain't got all that mixed up shit in me. I'm a full-blooded black American, okay? We are the native people of this land. Ain't got all of that. Maybe people in my family, man, messed around and got themselves all messed up in all these different marriages and cultural relations with their children. Go all messed up now. That's why you see them out there now doing the dumb shit they doing out there. They don't know who the hell they are. They don't know who they are. They messing up with themselves with all kind of different people, religions and cultures and stuff. I stick with my own. Don't mess with all of these damn foreign cultures and shit. Yep. Stick with my own. But anyway, I know I'm up ranting with this stuff this morning. But I just want Black America to wake up. No more sleeping in bed. No more time for not to think, but to start thinking ahead. Because these people have been playing in us for decades. For decades. And I remember when President Trump talked about how China been ripping us off for decades. Well, he ain't got to worry about the tariffs no more. Because Black America going to deal with these motherfuckers. We going to get them the fuck up on out of here. Trump just got to work along with us. We'll help you, Trump, but you got to work with us too. We'll get them out of here because we don't want them here just as much as you don't want them here. The way they've been treating America. Okay, it's time for them to get up. It's time to, get them, it's time to pull some of them out of here. Pluck them up on out of the United States. Yep. Get rid of some of them. And then when I say to these Africans, they are the most, oh, Lord Jesus. They always come into America to ask America for help, but what they need to do is they need to help themselves, and they need to start trying to get them damn Asians and them people out of their goddamn country. Because to be honest, Africans don't fucking need them there. Africans can handle their land, and they can handle, and they not all about all of that. They about family and village and tribal life and everything else like that. So they could do fine without these fucking Koreans and the Chinese and people in their goddamn country. They know how to live off of their land, they village in they village and everything. They don't need them damn people in their country selling them they goddamn own synthetic hair or whatever like that shit. African people could braid their own goddamn hair. That shit could be down to nothing. And they could catch that shit. They don't need no damn extensions. They better get back into using the damn strings and tie that hair up and call it a day. And I'm sure they can work really good with it too. They don't need them damn Asian people over there selling them no products. Nothing. They don't need them Asian people over there making nothing for them. They could do it for themselves. Black Americans can too. God gave us all our own gifts. What the hell? You're not supposed to be letting these people be selling, products to you that they don't even use. Oh, we got a big win with they ass. They just don't know. And we thank God for the fool, for this fool. Thank you, God, for this fool here. Because he told us all we need to hear. He told us everything we need to hear. Getting on the internet, shooting off with his big mouth. He just don't know. He just dug a hole for himself. And I know all the Asian people in the world ain't happy about that shit of what he said. Now we don't ran, y'all gonna run yourselves out of business. Because you got on the internet and you went viral. So when it goes viral, it doesn't look good. It is not good. Everything that goes viral, especially if you're talking on something negative, especially when you're talking on something that ain't good against a group of people that have been supporting your businesses for decades. In every black ghetto, a Chinese food restaurant, a little Chinese little hair beauty store, a little whatever you could say, a five and dime. We used to call them five and dime back in the days. But the stores like the Dollar Trees now. They used to call stores like Woolworths and stuff the five and dime. All of that y'all came and made run out of business. Now we gonna run y'all the fuck out of business and bring back Woolworths and all the other stores that we used to have here in the United States before we started selling out to fucking China. Bring our jobs back here to the United States, okay? We can make our own dolls. We can make our own. We can do everything, make our own clothes and every goddamn thing else. All of that will be jobs right back here in the United States. We don't need y'all motherfuckers touching our clothes, touching our hair products, or none of that. Everything back here with us. We could make our own shit. Okay, we could do our own cars. We could take our cars, like I just said in the last video before. We could make our own cars right back in Detroit, Motor City. Okay, we don't need your bullshit over here. We don't need your services over here. Your services is no longer needed. No longer needed. And we're going to make that happen. We going to make it happen because you told us every goddamn thing. Music, fuck that, the music shit. Oh, please, we got that shit sold out. Ain't nothing, the nine Chinese people made any songs here. No great hits out here. Ain't no great rapping Chinese. Ain't no great hip hop artist Chinese or Korean or Japanese and none of that shit. Everything you got it from us. Okay, so remember that. You talking about you don't need us. No, we don't need you. We don't need you because ain't nothing was gonna happen without us anyway. Nobody wants your flat ass, chinky, slanty eyes, weird ass looking fucking folks. You know what I'm saying? Y'all some weird ass looking people any goddamn way. Y'all don't look good unless something else is mixed up in there. That's all it is. We look good without mixing our race. We still look good. We could be as black as tar, but with the most prettiest white teeth and the most beautifulest eyes, okay? You don't know who we are. We the black diamond in the earth. The most rarest diamond you can find and the most beautiful and most powerful diamond there is. Okay? So you go figure it out. Because ain't none of y'all look good into me. Y'all all look alike. Ain't nothing different about y'all. But we all got all different. One thing about black Americans, we all comes in different shades, shapes, sizes, and everything else you want to name it and claim it. We come in all different kinds of complexions, different hair textures. Our hair textures are different. Our noses. Some of us are broad, some of us are more finer, and some of us, are pudgy or whatever. That's the thing about black America. We got so much uniqueness about us. And that's what y'all don't like, you fucking Korean oriented, slanty eye, cat eye, cat looking, cat eating, whatever you are. I don't even eat y'all food. To be honest, I don't even eat y'all food. If anything, if I'm starved or if I have a taste for anything like that, I make it my damn self. Not only just eat your food, I don't even go to your country. Never even been in your country and don't care to go to your country. Okay? And you want to sit up and talk about we need to be embarrassed about talking English while people come in here with foreign languages. Replacing. Ain't nobody replacing us. We still here. What the fuck you talking about? We still here and we still running things. Even when the things don't look good for us, it's good. It's all good. But with that being said, let me get myself ready. It's something in the morning, but I'll be back with this conversation. Good to see 26 people in here with me this morning. 28 people I see. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Because this one, I was waiting for this day to happen. God answered my prayers. I was actually waiting for the day that black people were going to shut down these Asian businesses in the black community. Not only in the black community, but once black people, first of all, it don't matter what community they go in, they ain't gonna get no business. Because once black people shut you down, you're done. You're done. Because ain't nobody else, first, like I said before, Puerto Ricans don't go to your hair stores to go buy synthetic hair or weaves or whatever. Let's say black Latinos might do it, but I'm gonna tell you, once we start getting on it, they gonna be on it too. Okay? Because see, the thing is that I know some Latino nail techs that are black. They black Latinos. And I also know some black American women that are nail techs. And they good at it. They real good at it. Okay? And I know some black women that know how to do brows, that know how to do lashes, that know how to do all of that stuff. So we don't need you. We could do all of that stuff ourselves. And the same thing goes for African women. They know how to do their own makeup. They know how to do their own brows, their eyebrows. They know how to shape that shit up and make it work. And they don't even need the synthetic hair because they're not supposed to be wearing it anyway. They can wear their own hair braided and they can wear their head wrappers to identify with their African, Nigerian, Ghanaian, Cameroonian, or whatever they are from in the West African continent countries. I'm sorry. They could supposed to be wearing their wrappers any goddamn way on their head. Not maybe not to work when you go to work and everything, but traditionally when you on your weekends and your days when you spending time with your community, with your families and everything else, they should be in their damn wrappers or they have wraps. Black women don't need to be wearing their hair out all the time anyway. We could wear our damn head wraps too. We wrap our heads, our turbans and stuff we wear. We don't need all them damn extensions in our hair. Shit take too damn long. Takes long. It takes almost all your whole day when you get it done, and then when it's time to take them out, it's time to take too long to take out. That's only a hairstyle you should get if you pregnant and you having a baby and you gonna have your you have to braid up all your hair because you can't see that kind of hairstyle. Well, your life is really really busy, but that hairstyle, that protective hairstyle, the hair braided hairstyles and everything, for me, now that I'm getting older, that shit takes too long. Takes up my whole damn day. And I could braid my own hair, but I don't do it because it just takes too damn long. It takes a long time to do. It takes a long time to do, and it also takes a long time to take out, to undo it. So I'd rather go without. I got my hair now in just natural twisted locks or whatever you want to call it. And that shit takes a lot of work. That's why black women wears head wraps. So she could cover up her head. And don't have to do her hair every goddamn day. Or when she gotta take out them damn braids. Because it takes a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But like I said, black women, you don't need to be going to no Asian to buy no hair, no nails, no nothing. You could get your nails at Walmart. You could go buy some of them whatever acrylics at in Walmart, or go to some of the stores like, Dwayne Reed's or Rite Aid, and even you can get some things at the over at the Walgreens, Rite Aid, and CVS, or go to the Dollar Tree or the dollar store. I'm sure you could be creative with that. You don't need to be spending your money with these doggone Chinese. And it's time for Black America, not just Black America, but America period, to demand their jobs back here in the United States of America. Let's make our own clothes. Let's make our own, have our own nail techs, our own hair salons and everything. We ain't messing with y'all folks. We don't really need y'all over here to do our hair, do our nails, do nothing for us. Domestic work, whatever. We don't need you for that either. We could take care of our own house, clean our own houses, and take care of our own damn pets. And definitely cook our own food because we don't know what the hell you putting in that food. And I've been saying that for the longest. I say that to family members all the time about eating out at all of these fast food restaurants. Not even fast food, eating at restaurants, period. All of these people, you don't know these people. You don't know these people sick or what they might have, and they cooking your food. You just don't know. I know you got to pray over everything, but prayer is action too. You got to be, we better get back into the church where we used to have dinner right after church. They serve dinner right after church. We need to start doing that every first Sunday or every whatever Sunday of the week. We should have dinner at church, and service should be the 8 o'clock service, the 10 o'clock service. I mean, the 8 o'clock, the 11 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And the last service is after, the last service of the day. They should have 3 services. They should have the morning, the afternoon, and the evening service on Sunday. Just to get people back on track. And they should start cooking, and the black church need to go back into cooking back in that kitchen. and making that food in the kitchen. I know my church in New York do. My family church in New York do. They still do it. They still serve dinner. They still serve. I mean, some people you have to pay for, of course, because you help in the church. But if you ain't gonna pay that much for it, you probably be paying like $7, $8 less than what you would pay for what you would go eat at another, out in the street somewhere. But in black churches, they go back to doing what they used to do in the church. Cook the meals, those Sunday dinners, so we could get back to eating our own food and stop messing with all these foreigners. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to get up on out of here. So you all have a blessed and wonderful, wonderful Monday. And I'll be back with you all later. Let me get myself together. God bless you. Take care and peace.